Whee! Get away from me, you golden phoenix turd. My objective is to make him fall. Fall.
Oh, son of a
Yes!
no, bro.
Yes!
You piece of crap.
Yes!
Feel like I'm destined. I don't need no Smith and Weston, no. But who you testing? Fuck a scantron, here's your lesson, knife and testing.
Hi guys, how you doing this afternoon? Well, it's afternoon for me. Good morning or good afternoon wherever you guys are. So today I've actually been searching around quite a while looking for a earth. Well, I won't even say just an earth. I'll say just a battle tank in general. I've been looking for battle tank powers, and I haven't run across too many builds. And if I have, it's normally been like last year. Like it's never been updated. And this past month, I've actually went through 3 different powers. I went from atomic to fire, and then from fire to earth. I'm enjoying earth. I will be completely honest with you. I was a bit sketchy. I was like very skeptical about it when I first tried it out. Like the first, I'll say maybe 30 minutes, I was like, I was depressed because I didn't really know how to use the power, and I know that this power doesn't really heal as much. It can, but it's not really, as opposed to atomic and fire, which are primary healers. They can heal themselves. They're basically standalone tanks, and that's what I want. So it's a different type of ball game when you're playing with the earth build. So I'll give you the pros and cons of what I think about it, and if I recommend it to you. I'll actually go over the 3 tanks that I've gone over, and then I think I might actually do a video just comparing the tanks that I've tried and what I think about them. So let's start off with atomic. Atomic is super duper fun. Like I know that sounded real kiddie, but atomic is really fun. It is a very spam type of build. As when I say spam, I mean that you really don't ever stop hitting the controller buttons because you're always active with it. And that's the part that I like about atomic so much, is that you're always active. You're always spamming your buttons, and you're always a part of the fight. And it's also a very face up tank. So if you plan on being directly in front of the tank like I do, I don't like fighting from afar. I've seen the kite trick, and that's where they jump up. That's where you'll see, if you go to any video now, you'll pretty much see the tank like jumping up, pulling the ads, running away, jumping up, pulling the ads, running away. I don't really like playing like that. Don't get me wrong, I will play like that at times, but for the most part, I like to fight face up. So when it comes to that aspect, I think that atomic is probably the top for me, at least. That's the ones that I've tried so far, or just this month at least. Fire, on the other hand, is a healer, a serious healer, but it doesn't do much DPS. It's not, and I like the battle tank. I don't only like the tank, I like to do damage too. I'm not trying to be the top of the leaderboard, but I do like putting in a lot of damage. Oh, that's also something I missed. So atomic is also pretty good at battle tanking, because especially if you go with the super power build, you'll be using so much power that as you're burning through, not only is it like healing you and putting shield on you or whatnot, but you're also doing damage. So I'll venture to say that atomic is actually a pretty good battle tank. Now back to fire. Fire is a primary healer from what I've got from it. I didn't play it that long because I kind of got bored of it. The fact that, number one, I wasn't doing as much damage, so if everybody else died, I couldn't really survive long enough. I mean, I could survive long enough, but I wasn't doing any damage, so the fight took forever. Now with atomic, he does so much damage and healing to himself that he's really standalone. You really don't need a healer per se, because you can really just do it on your own. I've done it plenty of times, and that's actually the reason why I switched to atomic the first time, is because I'd seen a tank when we got wiped out. The entire team got wiped out, and it was one atomic tank who stood in there, and he carried the rest of the bosses by himself. So that's why I recommend atomic for sure. Back to fire. Fire is like I said, it's a healer, but it doesn't really do too much damage. So if you want to be a primary healing yourself and just tanking, just regular tanking, then I'll recommend fire. It's not a bad, it gets kind of boring to me because, like I said, you're not really doing any damage. You're not ever swinging your weapon or anything. Like, you're just pulling and that's it. Pretty much pulling and healing, which is, I guess, the tank's responsibility, but I like to be able to do pretty much all. I like to be a jack of all trades. I like to throw out some damage. I like to pull the ads. I like to tank, and I like to fight the boss face up. So, which leads me to the third and the final tank of this video, the Earth tank. I will be completely honest with you. Earth is giving Atomic a run for its money for me. I have enjoyed, I can't say every single moment because it's only been a week for me since I've started playing with it, but I have learned more about how to use the shields and how to utilize Brick, and Brick has his own shield and how to do the pulls. And I don't even use the original pull that the Earth tank has. I use the Mesmerizing Lasso. I watched a lot of videos on this build, and the Mesmerizing Lasso does the job. Every now and then I'll switch to the regular pull, and that's only if I'm asked to, but I normally don't have to because the Mesmerizing pull, which is an iconic, I believe, is very good. I don't have any issues out of it. So this tank is very out of my element because of the fact that it can't heal itself. The best thing I could compare it to is an ice tank, because the ice tanks I don't know if they have any heals at all. I'm pretty sure they do, but they're mostly shield characters, and that's kind of the same thing with Earth. I can't say his or her, but the tank power has shields and it has a couple heals, but I don't normally use it. But it has 2 or 3 main shields that I normally use. I use Hard Light, and I don't even know the name of the other one. I need to actually learn these moves so I can tell you what they are. But there's two shields that I use, the Hard Light and the other one that you'll see on the screen, where I kind of like spam square after I activate it 3 times, spam the melee, and it spawns a shield that takes a portion of damage for me. And that shield, for the first couple of days that I used it, I'm so used to taking a lot of damage as a tank. I thought that the tank's primary role was just to take as much damage as possible, and that way nobody else had to take that much damage, and that was how a tank is. Well, it turns out I was so upset with myself because I was telling my league I'm not that good because I'm not taking as much damage as I should be. The healer's taking more damage than I am. Why are they taking so much damage? And then one of my teammates goes, "Hey idiot, it's because you have shields. You're taking a lot of damage, but your shields are actually negating the effects of it. So you're still doing your part because I'm keeping the ads and I'm keeping the boss focused on me, but I'm not taking as much damage as everybody else." And I'm like, man, I'm trash. And then when he filled me in on that, I felt so stupid. So for all you tank mains out there, don't judge me. I'm learning. But once again, the Earth tank is very fun. It is shield based and it's mobile. And the good thing, what I like about this build, is not only do I get to use my power to keep shields and blah blah blah, but I also get to fight, and that's pretty interesting to me because I love the fact that because I don't have to spam power over and over again, like Jackhammer for instance. I haven't really used a Jackhammer build, but I don't have to spam squares forever, which would be okay with me. But I actually like the fact that I can throw hands, like I get to swing my staff and whatever. And by the way, if you guys have made it this far, thank you so much. I'd like to know what you guys think is the best weapon, because I personally love staff, but I don't know what other weapon to play with as far as maximizing damage and just all around fun. I've tried dual wield, I've done 2-hand, back to staff. I haven't tried what is it, 1-hand yet, and I hear that's pretty good. What do you guys think about it? Also, if you have made it this far, please do subscribe to my channel. I am building this community. I'm up to 116. This has been very fun, and my girlfriend and I are working on making a series. So she said that she was tired of me jumping around from For Honor to this to For Honor to Spider-Man, blah blah blah. So I'm gonna work on starting a series. If you guys have made it this far, once again, I really appreciate you. The Earth tank is amazing. It's very fun, and I really recommend it. Check out this damage, and I'll leave you guys until the next video. Thank you so much. Peace.
There we go. Oh, 24 million. Damn, 18 deaths? Boy died 1 billion times.
Shouldn't be playing the game. What's
Pussy nigga so by mine. Spotlight, moonlight. Nigga, why you tripping? Get your Mariah. Try to look good in the moonlight. All these pussy niggas